What's up, everybody? Just want to make sure that we are live and we're going to get started. We're going to go into the price of Bitcoin. But before we go into the price of Bitcoin, you need to subscribe, you need to like, you need to comment. Because what I'm going to show you guys is this crazy indicator which allows you to get into these nasty entries. Like, look at this open short, open long. Look at this long. 18%. This short, 26%. This short, 30%. So you guys have to stay till the end of the video because I'm gonna talk about this crazy indicator and how it's giving these profitable calls on both sides. Check this out as well. On the 1 hour, I called the latest pump rate here. All the way to 9100, 9188 actually from 8700. That's $450, which is a pretty great price move if you're trading intraday. Even if you're just trying to swing trade and you're putting this on the 4 hours. So let's get into Bitcoin overall for 2020. Let's remove all drawing tools and let's remove all indicators. We're gonna start looking at the big time frame, the big picture, because there's a lot of noise when you're looking at the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes. So let's work our way from 5 months all the way down to the little time frames. I'm gonna go, actually, let's just start on the 1 month. So, and I wanted to put one of the indicators that I have. It's the TI indicator from Tone Vase. So on the 1 month, what I want to see here is like, first of all, if we're looking at like a big picture, these are monthly candles. So what we can see here is that we placed a high, we placed a lower low, and now we place the lower high. So let me start from here. Actually, this makes more sense. Here is obviously a bull market. We're placing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And now we started placing lower highs here. So we placed this lower high here. I'm not going to look at all this. This is the low. This is the lower high. We're going to see if we're going to potentially post, I don't think it's going to go lower than the 3000s, but people are thinking that it can still hit $1,000, $1,500. And that's crazy to think that. But I know if it does go that far, then we can get into a bull market quicker. A lot of the weekends will let go and we can just kind of move into a bull market, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So on the big picture, if we're looking on the monthly, honestly, until we post over like 14,000, like here, this is where I would be bullish on the monthly time frame. Super bullish, once we start putting a higher high than this, we start posting candles here, that would be mad bullish. Let's look at the 2 weeks. So this is where what we're trying to decide. We're trying to decide, is Bitcoin going to take off, or is there still a lot of room for the downside? Should I start putting my money into Bitcoin and start accumulating for this bull run? Is it going to keep moving up here? So let's look at this. You can see that we came down here. This is not the bottom. This would have been the bottom if we do shoot up from here. So you can see that this was put a high. Now we're going to put a low here. You can see that this is a buy 9. So we're using the TD sequential, and this is a buy signal. Not only do we see a buy signal here, we see some support. If we're going to draw a line right there, this is support and resistance. Let's bring it here. We don't need it there. Let's get that lined up. So support, resistance, broke through there. These did the support, support, support. So when you're seeing that on the 2 weekly, now you're seeing a buy 9, and look at the next candle. This is a doji. I think this is a dragonfly doji. We're gonna Google it. Dragonfly doji, and that is what you find at the bottom. So as you can see here, a dragonfly doji. It's from a downtrend, a long lower shadow, and close approximately the same open, like the body right here. As you can see here, dragonfly doji. Let's move my face from there. Gravestone doji. So dragon, let's make this bigger. You guys like me. So you can see that the dragonfly doji on the 2-week was here. So not only is this on major supports, now you see the buy 9, you see the dragonfly doji. So this is giving you more confluence, more confirmations that on the 2-week, this trade is going to take off. It's potentially going to take off. So let's look at some more things we could have done. I'll just put it from here to here. So not only do you see all that confluence here, it doesn't really matter. Let's just put it there. So you can see that this kind of respected the 61.8% line as well, and it kind of just started to push off of there. When it when you see the PRZ, so price reversal zone off the 38.2, you'll get more of a drastic push, you know. On the 61.8, it's a bit slower. We're on the 2-week, but Bitcoin's moving pretty fast. So on the monthly, look at this big candle, a huge candle. So this is what I like to see. On the 2-week, you see all this buying potential, all these buying signals. And these candles right here show a lot of exhaustion. The sellers are trying to push up, but buyers are pushing up. Buyers are buying everything up. They're buying all this up. They're buying all this up. This is definitely a good area, a strong area of demand, not supply, a strong area of demand. A lot of buyers here, and then it took off. So with the TD sequential, we have a 1 over the 2. So it's now leading into like an uptrend. So you can see here 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this was the 9 on the 2-week. And this was a good sell signal as well, as you can see. Put us here, and this is a perfect buy signal. This TD sequential is working really well on the 2 weeks. Let's see if we saw anything else here. Oh, this was a false 9 here. You know, I wouldn't just trade off that 9. There would be more confluence. Like here's perfect. This is sitting on support. Okay, buy 9, 1. Sitting on major support, 2. Gravestone doji, 3. You know, so those are 3 things. And then 4, it's bouncing off the 61.8% Fibonacci line. That's 4 reasons why you could take a trade. If you don't have like 2 to 5, 3 to 5, you know, reasons why. And also you can, depending on where you put this, you see like right here, this could have been a tap. So this retested the support and boom, that gives us 5 reasons why we're going to enter this on the weekly. We take a position right here on the open, and we are in 20% profit from that analysis. And people say this is hocus pocus, you know what I mean? So let's go into the weekly. I will delete this. Let's go into the weekly. So right now, like on the 2-week, it's looking bullish, but you got to keep in mind that we can get rejected. You know, however I draw this resistance line, even like this, you know what I mean? Because some people draw it from the wicks, some people draw it on the candles. You could draw 2, you know, just to you know, make sure you see everything. So like we could get rejected here, and this could be a bull trap, you know what I mean? This could be a bull trap, but with the halving coming, with everything around with the world, you know, with the coronavirus and things like that, you see Bitcoin's slightly moving up, and a lot of people think that's what's not just that's what's impacting it, but that is like a slight factor and things like that. So I'm going to be watching that for like resistance, but if we break above this and then we break above that, geez, I'm bullish, man. Like we're going into the next bull run, hopefully, with the halving coming. I think we haven't ever broken all-time high before a halving, so I'm not expecting 20K in the next 120 days. And if so, geez, that's amazing. So you can see right here that this found some like support here. Found some support here. We're seeing the same like gravestone doji right here, and then it took off. And this is a large candle. A lot of exhaustion here. Buyers are buying up, as you can see these candles. And yeah, it's just taking off on the weekly. Looking good, looking good. You know, I always like to see where potential support can, because you gotta look at everything. That's how, see that? You know, hindsight, but it's like if I did that line there and I would have known this would have been a perfect buy. You just get that little kiss right there, but you only have that one touch aside from all these ones right here. So that's on the weekly. Let's go into the 3-day. 3-day, you got the sell 9 there. You had the buy 9 here. I'm honestly like, this is what I'm hoping. Like, this just looks, you know, we've built this channel downwards, and I don't want to just look at like everything bullish. I'm going to look at, you know, everything on both ends. So let's just put this like this. I'm not going to try to be too precise on these resistance and supports and these trend lines just because I'm making a quick video, but you know, hopefully we can see something like this. Maybe this is the sell 9 right here. This is on the 3-day. Maybe if we get some more rejection here, we work our way down. Because this is a pretty big impulsive move. For us to just break above, I think that's pretty unlikely. We need some breathing room. We need to consolidate a bit. Maybe we just, you know, do this. Let me grab this one. Oh, oops. Let me grab this one, put it right there. So we need some room to consolidate and breathe, because like these moves that have just shot up, we're seeing a lot like this one specifically, like, you know, from 7 grand to 9,500. That was a crazy one. So those moves specifically definitely need room to breathe. Like, and you'll see all the retracements. You see this is a retrace more than 100%. So I don't think this one's just gonna break up. I think we're gonna see some. We're gonna need some breathing room, some consolidation, and then hope. I keep screwing that up. And then hopefully we can break above this and start testing these two lines. Maybe do like this and then go up or something like that, you know. And I just don't think we're gonna pop off this soon. You know, the January effect, if you guys are familiar with that. So that's how assets perform in January. That's how they likely are going. Let's just do this January effect. That's how they're going to likely, is a hypothesis that, and like all calendar related effects suggest that the markets as a whole are inefficient, as efficient markets would naturally make this effect non-existent. The January effect seems to affect small caps more than mid. Okay, nothing really there that I wanted to tell you guys. Basically, how assets do in January is reflected on the year. And that's, I think, what the January effect is really meaning. So usually if an asset or, you know, a stock or whatever it is doing well in January, it should do well for the rest of the year. And I'm not going to just go off that, but it's just good to see that, because I know previous Chinese New Year's, we haven't been, you know, Bitcoin's been bearish, but like we're doing pretty good right now. Over the last few days, last few weeks, we've just been going up. But at the end of the day, this is still a higher low, a lower high, and we've been putting, like, you can see this more evidently on the 3 days. On like the months, it's hard to show you. So this is a classic fucking cycle. Excuse me for my French. A classic cycle, as you can see here. You had the retracement A, B, C, and now it looks like we may be finally ready to, you know, finally ready to move on to this. But some people think this is like A, B, and then we still have a long way to go into this bear market. But as you can see here, evidently, like I was saying, we're putting lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And as you can see here, this is a lower high than this one. So If we get rejected down here, we're still trending down essentially. Like we are on the larger time frames, we're trending down. What we need to do, what we need to do is had some eggs in the morning. What we need to do is break above the 500 and start posting some candles on here. Like if we could do something like this, you know, I would buy off the retests, especially this one. If we broke above and started retesting the top, geez, that's like a perfect entry. So what we need to do is break the previous high that we've put in, unless we're going to keep posting lower lows and lower highs. And it's kind of getting, you know, we just want Bitcoin to blow up from here. Let's look on the 1 day. Yeah, you can just see it more evidently. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So I want to see if we get some rejection here. A short, couple $1,000 short, very profitable, obviously. And then I can make some good entries for this long. I can get some really good entries, and hopefully that's the cheapest Bitcoin we'll get, and I can ride it all the way to 50 grand, 100 grand, you know, wherever Bitcoin's going to take me. But I do want to get those cheap shorts in. I just think there's going to be a little bit more resistance. I don't know if this is the push. So on the daily, like large green candles, we're just pushing up. We got the green one above the green two. This could just keep going. You saw the double top here. We just broke above it. If you can see, like, let's start going into the 4 hour. So let me delete these right here. 1 day. We're creating a really nice channel. Really nice channel that it's actually respecting really nicely. That's my channel, because I just like to just pull these to the future, you know, because these can be really important and they can give you really good buying or selling opportunities. So wouldn't just ignore that. So you can see that this has been respected. This channel right here. I could probably move this one like that. You know, I'm not going to force this touch. So we got 1, 2, almost 3, 4, and now let's see if we can work our way up. So if we work our way up to like here, this would be a double top. So like 94, 95, I could definitely see that. It's just like, are we gonna break it? Are we gonna get this crazy rejection? You know, it's like, I'm gonna say this. You're either gonna get this hard rejection, or we're gonna just fucking fly past here. And if we can break this channel and then break this previous high, I'm gonna be pretty bullish, because we just broke market structure, this market structure that's been building all the way since June 2019. Once we break that and we start posting higher highs, then I think we've broken the downward market structure. We've broken that kind of bearish channel that we've built. This bearish. I'm just gonna do a quick one. I don't really care about how it is. Yeah, we're kind of transitioning from this bearish channel into this bullish channel. We start breaking these previous lows, these previous highs, you can call them, and start posting higher highs and higher lows, and start moving into the bull market, especially with the block reward coming, the block reward halving coming in like the next 120 days or something like that, which will cut the production from 1,800 Bitcoins to 900 Bitcoins a day, which is actually huge. So that's basically it on Bitcoin. I can go down to the smaller time frames, but we just went from the month to a couple weeks to the days, and I'm just watching this play out in the channel. Right now, I want to be bullish, but I think there's just a little bit more time for us to see what Bitcoin's going to do, and then I can like just be fully a full bull. I like forgot the word for a second. I'd be a full bull, man, if we start posting higher highs. But this channel has given a lot of great buying opportunities. Definitely. Um, Let me turn on the indicator. Where is it? BTC, USD. Okay, so what we did, okay, RSI, you can go. So as you can see here, even on the 15-minute, this gave a dirty entry, 15 minutes. Prices here actually, 5%. You're using leverage, it's a great trade, man. Really great trade. Short here, and this is in my little channel that I've built. So as you can see, I think it was the 15-minute that gave us the entry right here. Yeah, it gave us the entry right here. 15-minute hour. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Oh yeah, it was the 15-minute. I don't know why I'm looking so far back. Oh, it wasn't. Not sure why I was looking far back. I got the an entry rate signal right there. I didn't actually take the entry, unfortunately. So it's all right, but there's a ton of opportunity. We're going to be going over Bitcoin, other altcoins, opportunities, so we can get in, make some profit, trade them, accumulate Bitcoin, which is the most important thing. So if you have any questions, if you want to learn more about TA, and you're stuck somewhere, if it's just not clicking for you, you know, we're doing like daily trading sessions and things like that. You can join our Discord. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to be coming almost daily. Hopefully, the goal is daily, but things pop up, some travel, work. But yeah, stay tuned. We're going to make some good money in 2020. I'm super excited. I'm so like, I could just see the success for everybody trading Bitcoin, you know, just fucking being committed and in making that stacking those coins. We're here for you. If you have any questions, let us know. We're on the charts daily. We're not going to miss anything. So holla at your boy, subscribe, like, comment. See you guys tomorrow.